Hey, buddy. Welcome to the Mishnock Barn. Lights, camera, action. Get to see all the lights turn on. Anyways, tonight, it's our beginner hour right now. So beginners, you're ready, right? Ski Bumpus, one wall dance. Really good for beginners because it has many of the popular steps in it, and it's one wall. Colorado Girl, we'll have fun with that. Mr. J is actually playing guitar on that song. And then from 8 o'clock to 9, we're going to be working on Crank It Up and dancing around it. Okay? So let me get this out of our way. Okay? So, beginners, count your 8 counts or 6 counts. This dance, which is called Ski Bumpus, it has everything happens twice. So if you miss it the first time, you got a second shot at catching it, right? Because everything in this dance we do 2 times. All right? It is one wall. I'm going to turn around. This dance is going to start with 2 shuffles. So beginners, a shuffle is a triple step, cha-cha-cha. That travels, it moves. So I could do a triple step in place, cha-cha-cha, or I could travel, cha-cha-cha. And when I travel, we call them shuffle steps. Now we're only using 2 beats of music when we do a triple count move, but we're doing 3 steps. So that's why when we count, we're going to count the and beat, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. We're actually do 2 shuffles. Now the and beat will always come together. So I'll go sideways so you can see what I'm talking about. So if I shuffle forward left, it would step forward, the and beat comes together, another weighted step, and then a step forward, cha-cha-cha. We're moving forward, so the weight is on the forward foot. All right, now this dance is going to start with the right foot. We'll go back to 12. And we're going to lead with this right. 1 and 2, forward together, forward. Ready? And shuffle right, left, right. Moving forward, weights on the right. We're going to bring that left foot forward and shuffle forward, left. Left, right, left. And we're just bringing that and beat in and putting the weight on it. Just coming into the opposite foot. All right, so it's right, left, left, right, left. Let's try those shuffles. Ready? And 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And all the weight is forward on that left foot. The and beat will always come together on a shuffle. Even turning shuffles, that and beat just comes together. Try it again with the right. Ready? And shuffle 1 and 2, left forward, 3 and 4. Excuse me, didn't hit the mic fast enough. All right, so now we're going to do a step half pivot, and I'm going to turn sideways for this. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can look over your left shoulder and you can see the weight change. When you do a step pivot, there is a weight change. We're going to be stepping forward on the right foot. We're going to keep the feet there, and we're going to pivot a half turn, lifting that right heel up, which pushes all the weight forward. Right? So we'll go back to 3 o'clock. You can see me over your left shoulder. We're stepping forward on the right, and we're pushing around. Weight goes forward on the left as you turn. So the trick is, as you do that pivot, whichever foot steps forward, that heel comes up and stays up, and it shifts the weight to your new forward foot, which is your left foot. Now, I will pick my left foot up on the pivot. I'll step. It's going to basically stay there, but I'll pick it up and drop it in a more balanced that way. Then if I was to keep my feet perfectly still and pivot, now I'm like a surfboard. So you can lift your left foot up, but the key is the right heel is going to come up and stay up and drop that weight on the left. Okay, so we have 2 shuffles and a step half pivot. Lead with the right. Ready? And shuffle 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Step forward, right, pivot, left. So now you're facing 6 o'clock with the weight on the left, the right foot light. Remember, everything happens twice in this dance. So we're going to do that again. 2 shuffles and then the step half pivot. Leading with that right foot, bring it forward. Ready? Shuffle. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Step forward, right, pivot, left, a half. And all the weight is on that left foot. All right, so let's practice that. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step half turn. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step half turn. Lead the right. Ready, shuffle. 1 and 2, left foot. 3 and 4, step right, pivot, left. Again, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step forward, right, pivot, left. And it brings you back to 12 o'clock. One more time. Ready, shuffle. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step forward, turn left. Shuffle 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step forward, turn left. So remember, when you're turning, right, it's just the wall behind you. You don't need to have anybody show you the wall, right? When you're doing a half pivot, you just step and look for that wall behind you, and the rest of your body is going to follow. All right, now we're going to add 2 jazz boxes. So a jazz box, very popular. Crossover, step back, step side, step forward. Stepping on 4 corners of an imaginary box. So that right foot would cross over, and the weight goes on the right. You pick your left foot up, step back on that left. Pick your right foot up, step side right. Pick your left foot up, step forward left. Jazz box. Ready, and step over, step back. Just keep changing weight to your right, then your left. Keep going. Jazz box. Do it again. Crossover jazz. 1, 2, 3. Crossover jazz. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Keep stepping right and left, then stop right there. So we do 2 jazz boxes. Then we have a pretty easy 8 count. We're just going to touch your right toe out and bring it back home. Then touch your left toe out, bring it back home. Again, touch your right toe out, bring it back home. And your left toe out, bring it back home. Remember, everything's double. So you do the right and left, and you do it again. That's actually an 8 count. Let's try that. Ready, right toe out. 1 together, 2. Left toe. 3. Right toe again. 5. Left toe. 7. 8. Remember, when you touch, don't put any weight in that foot. Notice my upper body staying centered. I'm just reaching out with a touch, coming back together, putting the weight on that right, reaching out, coming back together. So there's no weight change on a touch. It's just a touch and then a step. All right. So how about we put it all together so far? We've got one more pattern. But before we get to the final pattern, so we have our 2 shuffles and a half pivot twice. Then we have our jazz box twice. And then we have our touches out to the side twice. Okay? I'm going to leave that right. 5, 6, shuffle forward twice. 1 and 2, 3, and step pivot a half. Do it again. Shuffle 1 and 2, 3, step pivot a half. Here's your jazz, cross right over. 1, 2, cross right over again. 5, 6, toes for 8. Right toe 1 together, 2 left toe, 3 together, 4. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the weight's on that left. You brought that weight in. So try it again. 5, 6. Ready, 2 shuffles. 1 and 2, 3. Pivot a half and 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2, 3. Pivot a half. Then cross your right foot over jazz box. 2, 3. Another jazz box. 5, 6. Toes for 8. Touch side step together. Touch side step together. 5, 6, 7, 8. And all the weight's on that left. Right heel's up. Right foot's light. So are you ready for the final pattern here? Remember, if you're having a hard time, you can text us right in. Hey, can you go over that 1.5 gainer with a twist? All right. The final pattern, we're going to do 2 kickball changes and a step half pivot. And because everything's double, we do it again. 2 kickball changes, step half pivot. So we've already taught you how to do the half pivot. Now let's work on the kickball changes. All right, so when I teach beginners how to do a kickball change, I usually start you with just a low kick forward and then 2 quick steps in place, right, left. And the weight ends on the left. So you just do a low kick and then step, step. Now kickball changes are syncopated. We've got that and beat in there, right? So we're going to 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 2 kickball changes with the right. Ready, in, kick, step, step, kick, step, step. Now if you want to make that into a kickball change, on your first step, which is with your right foot, just step on the ball of that right, and then you change the weight to your left. And that's why they call it a kick, ball, change. The change is flat, but just using the ball that right. Notice my right heel stays off the floor. Ball, change. And I drop all that weight down. Kickball changes. And if you want to just do kick, step, steps, you can continue to do it that way as well. Here we go. Ready, kickball changes. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Now we add the step half pivot and we do the kickball changes and the half pivot again. That should bring you back to me. So we step forward right. We pivot left a half turn. That right heel comes up. All the weight's on the left. 2 kickball changes with the right. Kick, ball, change. Kick, ball, and step half pivot again. Step, pivot. And all the weight's on that left. That right heel came up as you were pivoting. That right foot's light. You're going to start with your 2 shuffles forward. Let's try those kickball changes. Ready, and kick 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step, pivot a half. Kick 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step forward, right, pivot a half. And that right heel's up, and you're ready to do your 2 shuffles. So we can put this all together from the top, nice and slow. All right, I'll let you know what's coming up. Just keep thinking about the steps. Call them off in your head. Lead with the right. Ready, shuffle twice. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, step forward, pivot a half. Do it again. Right, left, right, left, step forward and pivot. Crossover jazz twice. 1, 2, 3. This is an 8 count. 5, 6. An 8 count of toe touches. Right toe out. 1. Left toe out. 3. Again. 5, 6. Here's those kickball changes. 1 and 2, 3 and step half pivot, and 2 more kickball changes. 1 and 2, 3 step pivot half. Begin with the 2 shuffles forward. 1 and 2, 3 and step half turn. 2 more shuffles. Right, left, step right, pivot left, crossover jazz. 1, 2, 3, jazz again. 5, 6, toes for 8, right toe, left toe. 5, 6, 2 right, kickball changes. 1 and 2, 3, step pivot half. 2 more kickball changes. 1 and 2, 3, step pivot half. Begin with the shuffles. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, pivot a half. Shuffle 1 and 2, 3, pivot a half, then jazz over with the right. Jazz over again. Here's your toes, touch it out. 5, 6. Kick it, pivot, and stop. All right, let me get a drink of water. Thank you, John. Woo! All right, now we're going to put a slow song on. So beginners, this is one more dance. So if you find that you get lost, just keep going. Just pick yourself back up. Start with what you know. Repetition is your friend. So the more that we do, the easier it's going to be. All right? Repetition is your friend. So we're going to start out with a slower song. Nice and easy. Are you ready? That's the one right there. Here we go. 2 shuffles. 1, 3, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and pivot. 2 shuffles. Pivot a half. Do a jazz. Do another jazz. Here's your toes for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here are your 2 kickball changes. Half pivot. 2 kickball changes. Half pivot. Begin with the shuffles now. 1 and 2, 3. Pivot a half. 2 shuffles. Pivot a half and do a jazz in place. Do another jazz. Here are the toe touches. Touch 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 kickball changes. Step half pivot. 2 kickball changes. Pivot a half and begin with the shuffles. 2 forward. Pivot a half. 2 shuffles. Pivot a half. Do a jazz. Do another jazz. Now those toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 kickball changes. 1 and 2, 3. Pivot a half. 2 kickball changes. Pivot a half. Shuffle to begin. Pivot a half. Shuffle. Pivot a half. Jazz boxes. Another jazz. Here's your toes for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 kickball changes. 1 and 2. 3 and 4, half pivot. Kickball changes, 1 and 2. Half pivot and begin with 2 shuffles forward. Pivot a half, 2 more shuffles forward. Pivot half, 2 jazz boxes. Cross, back, side, oh, cross, back, side. Touch out, touch out. 5, 6, right kickball changes. Half pivot, right kickball changes. Half pivot. Begin with the 2 shuffles. 1 and 2, 3. Pivot a half. 2 more shuffles. Pivot a half. Do a jazz in place and another jazz. Toes out to the side. Kickball changes. Pivot a half. Kickball changes. Pivot a half and begin. 2 shuffles. Half pivot. 2 shuffles. Half pivot. Jazz box. 1 more. Toes out. 5, 6. Here's those kickball changes. Half pivot. Kick this again. Pivot. Begin with the shuffles. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Pivot a half. 2 shuffles. Pivot a half. 2 jazz boxes. Toes out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kickball changes. Pivot a half. Kickball changes. Pivot a half. And you would actually end facing forward, which is a good thing. All right, so that was a slower speed, and you can certainly practice all these dances to slower music, different music if you want. We're going to go up to Catwoman's favorite song for this. Mrs. Kathy Weigert loves this song. Don't you? Hi, Kathy and Richard. Are you ready? Clear the couch out. 1, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Shuffle. Half pivot. Shuffle twice. Pivot. Jazz box. Another jazz. Toes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kickball changes. 1 and 2. Half pivot. 2 kickball changes. Half pivot and begin with the shuffles. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Step half turn. 1 and 2. Pivot and do 2 jazz boxes. Toes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kicks now. 1 and 2. Half pivot. Kicks. Half pivot and begin with the shuffles. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Step half turn. 1 and 2. Jazz. Jazz again. Toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 kickball changes. Step half pivot, 2 kickball changes. Pivot a half and begin shuffling. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Step half turn. Pivot and then jazz boxes. Woo! Toes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kicks now. 1 and 2. Pivot a half, kickball changes. Pivot a half and begin with the shuffles. Pivot a half, shuffles. Pivot a half, jazz boxes. Toes out. Woo! Kickball changes. 1 half pivot, kickball changes. Half pivot and begin shuffling. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Step half turn. 1 and 2. Pivot a half, jazz boxes now. Touch. Kicks. 1 and 2, 3. Half pivot, kickball changes. Half pivot and begin shuffling. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Pivot half, shuffle. Pivot half, 2 jazz boxes. Toes out. Kickball changes. 1 and 2, 3. Half pivot, kickball changes. Half pivot, shuffle now. Pivot half, 2 shuffles. Pivot half, jazz box. Again. Toes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kickball changes. Pivot half, 2 more kicks. Pivot half, 2 shuffles to begin. Pivot half, 2 shuffles. Jazz boxes. Oh, sucker. Toes out now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kicks. 1 and 2. Half pivot. Kicks. Half pivot. Shuffle to begin. Pivot half and shuffle. Pivot half, 2 jazz boxes. Toes out. Kicks. Half pivot, 2 more kicks. Half pivot, shuffle now. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Step back turn. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Jazz boxes. Toes for 8. Kicks. Half pivot and kick. Half pivot and shuffle. Jazz. Toes. Kicks. Pivot half and kick. Pivot half. Shuffle to begin. Jazz boxes. Toes. Kicks. Pivot and kick. Pivot and begin. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Step back turn. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Jazz. Woo! How'd you do? Good? Did you do good at that? That's a really good dance for beginners. Like I said, for 2 reasons. It's a one-wall dance. Makes it a little bit easier because you're not always changing walls. And those are popular steps. You're going to see those steps many, many different dances. So it's very helpful to get comfortable with those basics. Okay, so my next lesson is going to be Colorado Girl. Colorado Girl rocks my world. Colorado Girl. Are you ready? Do you want a break? I'll take a sip. Yes, must be pollen in the air or something. I think I had a frog in my throat earlier. All right, so Colorado Girl. We're going to start this out with a shuffle side rock step, and then we're going to rock around the world. I'm going to show you what that's about. So you had forward shuffles earlier. Now we're going to do a side shuffle, rock back, replace. Like the Lindy step, they call it. Lead with the right foot. So we're going to shuffle to the side, 1 and 2. Now the weight's moving to that right wall, weight's on the right foot. We're going to catch our weight, rocking back on the left, lifting that right up, and replace the weight where it was. So remember, beginners, no matter where we have you rock, the next count is always replace the weight where it was. So 1 foot, in this case, it's your right foot that just lifts up and goes right back down. It's a momentary weight change, and you could practice the ball change so that you're not stepping in the hole, so to speak, right? Just rock back on the ball of that foot. So 1 and 2, rock 3, 4. Going to that right. Ready, shuffle side. 1 and 2, rock 3, replace 4. All right, so don't rock back with your upper body going like this. Whenever you do a rock, you want to keep your upper body in between feet so you can replace the weight. Right? Don't go, this is what they call stepping in the hole. It would be very difficult to replace the weight. Try it one more time. Cha-cha-cha, rock back, replace. Ready to the right. 1 and 2, rock back. 3, replace. 4. So the weight's on the right. Now we're going to do what I call rock around the world. We're going to rock out to the side, replace, cross rock, replace. Right? Let's try that. So we added a side rock and a crossing over rock, replace. That right foot is just up and down there for all these rocks. That right foot doesn't go anywhere but up and back down. Left foot's doing all the work. Okay, ready, shuffle side. 1 and 2, rock back. 3, replace. 4, rock side. 5, replace. 6, cross rock. 7, replace. 8. So the replacing the weight on the right there is going to be sending our weight to our left. Okay, let's try it again. Ready, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So remember, 5, 6, 7, 8 is a side rock. 5, replace 6, crossing rock. 7, replace 8. And the weight's going on that right. 5, 6, shuffle side rock. 1 and 2, rock 3, rock around the world, rock, replace, rock, replace. So now we're going to shuffle rock again, going to our left. 1 and 2, rock back, replace. Let's just add that much of it. So we added a shuffle side left, rock back, replace. From the top, going to the right. Ready, and 1 and 2, rock 3, rock around the world, rock, replace, 7, 8, shuffle side, 1 and 2, rock back, 3, replace, 4, weight is on the left. One more time, 5, 6, ready, shuffle, rock, 1 and 2, rock around the world, 5, 6, shuffle side, rock, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Now that's going to be the wall we're going to want to turn to face now, because we're going to go into a quarter, half, and then a shuffle towards that wall. When we rock back on the right and then replace the weight forward on the left, that gets our body already starting to turn counterclockwise or left. All right, and the step typically tells you which way the turn's going to go. Where you're replacing the weight, generally that's the way you're going to turn. Now we're going to be traveling towards that 3 o'clock wall, turning back, stepping back on the right, turning a half, stepping forward on the left, and then we'll just shuffle forward right, 7 and 8, cha, 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 right, left, right, 7 and 8. Okay, so practicing the second 8, shuffle side, rock, replace, quarter turn, half turn, shuffle towards 3 o'clock. Ready to your left, 1 and 2, rock, 3, replace, 4, quarter, 5, half, 6, shuffle, 7 and 8. So it's always a good idea to know which wall you're going to end facing. And when I'm doing the shuffle side rock, I kind of look at that wall, say, come right over there. Here I am. Turning my eyes to face that wall, the rest of my body's going to follow. Try that second 8 again. To the left, shuffle rock, quarter, half to face 3 o'clock. Ready? And 1 and 2, rock, 3, here I come. Back, forward, cha, cha, cha. All right, so let's put those 2 8 counts together. You have your shuffle side rock, then you rock around the world. You have your shuffle side rock and your 3/4 turn, cha-cha-cha. Going to the right. Ready, shuffle. 1 and 2, rock, 3, rock around the world. So rock side, replace, cross, rock. Shuffle side left and rock. 1 and 2. 3/4 turn back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, am I going too far? Am I getting out of the camera? Try it again. 5, 6, shuffle side, rock. 1 and 2, rock around the world. 5, replace 6, 7, replace 8. Shuffle 1 and 2, rock 3, 3/4 turn, then shuffle forward, 7 and 8. So let's go on to our next 8 count. We have the weight forward on the right. We just shuffle forward 7, 8. We're going to rock forward left 1. Replace the weight back 2. Then we're going to quickly step back on the left and tap the right heel out. Clap our hands. We'll step back on the right and tap the left heel out. Clap your hands. Step back on the left, tap your right heel out. So you are moving back slightly on that. Yes? Let me face this wall. So we'll face 12 o'clock. We just shuffle forward right. So we're going to rock forward on the left. 1, replace 2. And right heel goes out. 3, clap on 4. And left heel goes out. 5, clap on 6. And right heel goes out. 7, clap on 8. Try that again. We just shuffle forward right. Left foot's light. Ready, rock forward. 1, replace 2, and right heel 3, clap on 4, and left heel 5, clap on 6, and right heel 7. Just stepping back and putting those heels out there, right? And heel touches. Let's try it facing 3 o'clock. We just shuffle forward right. Rock, replace, and heel, and heel, and heel. Ready with the left. Rock 1, replace 2, and heel 3, clap 4, and left heel 5. 6 and right heel 7. Clap your hands, weights back on the left, right heel is out. You want to try it from the top and add that? Yes? Why not? Let me know how you're doing if you're having trouble. So we have our Lindy into our rock around the world, a Lindy into our 3/4 turn shuffle. That leads us to our rock, replacing our heels with claps. Ready to the right, shuffle 1 and 2, rock 3, rock side, 5, cross rock, 7, shuffle side left, 1, and rock back. Here's your 3/4 turn, then shuffle forward right, then rock forward left. Replace and do a right heel switch, and a left heel switch, and right heel switch, and 7, 8. Way back on the left, right heel out. Try it again. 5, 6, and shuffle side rock. 1 and 2, side rock, cross rock. 5, 6, shuffle side rock again. 1 and 2. 3/4 turn, stepping 5, stepping 6, shuffle 7 and 8, rock 1, replace 2 and 3, clap 4 and 5 and 7. Are you ready to finish this up? One more time. Any comments? All right. Try it one more time, and then we'll finish this up. Shuffle rock, go to the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, rock around the world. 5, 6, shuffle side rock. 1 and 2. 3/4 turn, then shuffle forward. Rock, replace. Heel switches, and right, and left, and 7, 8. So this one you want to count your 8 counts because it works out really good. Count those 8s. We're going to touch that right toe out to the side, and we're going to touch it next to our left. So we had the right heel out. We touch it out to the side 1. We touch it in next left 2. Right? So it's heels forward, out, in, kick, ball, change. You had a kick, ball, change in the last lesson, right? Touch right toe side, touch it in, a right kick, ball, change, kick, ball, change. Then we're going to do a step half pivot. So we step forward right. As we pivot a half left, that right heel comes up and drops all the way forward on the left. Stomp your right, stomp your left. That finishes the dance with the weight on the left, and you would be ready to start the dance over again. Let's face 12 o'clock. So we'll go over that. We ended the third 8 count with the right heel out, and we clap our hands. We touch out 1, in 2, a right kick ball change, 3 and 4, a step half pivot, 5, 6, 2 stomps, right, left, 7, 8. And you're ready. Because you're facing 6 o'clock, you can't see me. Try it again. Right heel is forward. So we're going to go out, in, kick, ball, change, step, half, turn, stomp, stomp. Ready, in, touch, out, touch, in, right, kick, ball, change, step, right, pivot, left, stomp, left. Put it all together now. From the top. Shuffle side, rock around the world. 5, 6, ready to the right. 1 and 2, 3, rock side. 5, cross rock, shuffle side left. 1, rock back, then your 3/4 turn, stepping right, stepping left, shuffle forward right, rock forward left, heel switches, and heel, and toe out it in. Kick ball change to the right, then pivot a half, 2 stomps, ready to go to the right. One more time from 12 o'clock, and then we'll try 9. 5, 6, shuffle side rock, 1 and 2, 2 more rocks, rock side, replace, cross rock, shuffle side. 1, rock back, then your 3/4 turn, shuffle forward right, rock forward left. Here are those heels, and right, and left, and 7, 8. Touch out, touch in, right, kick, ball, change, step, right, half turn, stomp, stomp. Weight is on your left. So now we're facing a new wall, 9 o'clock. Let's try this one. 5, 6, shuffle side rock, 1 and 2, rock around the world. 5, 6, shuffle side rock, 1 and 2, 3/4 turn to 12. Shuffle forward, then you rock and heels. 1, 2, and heel, and heel. Right toe out and in, right kick ball change. Pivot a half, 2 stomps, you're facing 6 o'clock with a weight on the left. Okay, you can't see me, but it's okay. Listen, count your 8 counts. Shuffle side rock around the world. Going to the right. 5, 6, ready, and 1 and 2, rock side, cross rock. 5, 6, 7, shuffle side, rock back, then a 3/4 turn to 9, shuffle forward, then you're rocking heels. 1, 2, and heel, and heel, and heel. Toe out and in. 1, 2, right, kick, ball, change step, right, half, pivot, stomp, right. Yes, final wall, 3 o'clock. 5, 6, shuffle side rock. 1 and 2, side rock, cross rock. 5, 6, shuffle side rock. 1 and 2, 3/4 turn to 6 o'clock. Shuffle forward, then you're rocking heels. Rock, replace, and right and left. Toe out, toe in, and a kick ball change. Half pivot and 2 stomps. And you would begin again. Yes? You want to try 4 walls? Why not? 5, 6, shuffle side rock. 1 and 2, rock side, cross rock. 5, 6, shuffle side rock. 1 and 2, 3/4 2-step turn. Then shuffle forward, rock your heel switches. Rock, replace, and heel. And heel. Right toe out, right toe in. 1 kick ball change, then you half pivot turn. 2 stomps begin with shuffle side. 1 and rock. Rock around the world. 5, 6, shuffle side left, rock back right. 3/4 to 12. Shuffle forward, then you're rocking heels. 1, 2, and 3, and 5. Toe out, toe in. 1 kick will change, then you half pivot turn. 2 stomps, begin. 1 and 2, 3, 2 rocks, 5, 6, shuffle side. 1 and rock, then your 3/4 turn. 5, shuffle, then you rock in heels. 1, 2, and 3, and 5. Toe out, toe in. Kick will change. Pivot half. 2 stomps, 1 more wall. Here we go. 1 and 2. Rock around the world. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2. 3/4 turn to 6 and shuffle. Rock in heels. 1, 2, and 3, and 5. Toe out and in. 1 kick will change. Pivot half and 2 stomps. What do you think? What do you think? Are they ready? You want to put some music on? Colorado girls? Want to just go for it? All right. All quiet on the western front. Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, shuffle. 2 rocks. Shuffle side and rock. 3/4 turn. Shuffle, then rock and heels. And heel. Toe out and in. The kick will change. Pivot half, 2 stomps. Begin. Shuffle side. Rock around the world. Shuffle side. Rock and then turn. 3/4. Shuffle, then rock and heels. Right toe out in. Kick will change. Pivot half. 2 stomps. Begin. Shuffle rock. 2 more rocks now. Shuffle side and rock. 3/4 to 9. Rock and heels. Toe out and in. Kick will change. Pivot half. 2 stomps. Shuffle side. 3 rocks. Shuffle side. Turn it. Shuffle. Rock and heels at 6. Toe out and in. Kick will change. Pivot half. 2 stomps. Shuffle rock. Rock around the world. Shuffle side and rock. 3/4. Shuffle. Rock and heels. 1, 2, and 3. And 5, 6, and 7. Toe out and in. Kick will change. Pivot half. 2 stomps. Begin. 1 and 2, 3 rocks. Shuffle side. 1 rock and turn. Shuffle and rock and heels. Toe out and in. Kick will change. Half pivot and 2 stomps. Shuffle side. 3 rocks. Shuffle side. 1 rock. 3/4. Shuffle then rock and heel. Toe out and in. Kick will change. Pivot ahead. 2 stomps. Shuffle side and rock. 2 more. Shuffle side. 3/4. Shuffle. Rock and heels. Toe out and in. Kick will change and pivot a half. 2 stomps. Begin. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3/4. Rock and heels. Toe out and in. Kick will change. Half pivot. 2 stomps. Begin. Shuffle. 3 rocks. Shuffle. Rock back and then turn. Shuffle then rock and heels. Toe out and in. Kick it. Half pivot. 2 stomps. Begin. Rock around the world. Shuffle. 1 rock and turn. Rock and heel. Toe out and in. Kick will change. Half pivot. 2 stomps. Begin. Shuffle. 1 and 2, 3 rocks. Shuffle side and rock. Turn it 3/4. Shuffle then rock and heels. Toe out and in. Kick will change. Half pivot. 2 stomps. Begin. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2. Turn it. Shuffle. Rock and heels. Go out and in. Kick will change. Pivot. 2 stomps. Begin. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rock and heels. Toe out and in. Kick it. Half pivot. 2 stomps. 1 more time. 3 rocks. Shuffle. Boom. Colorado girl. Yes. Line dance. How do we do with that? Do we do all right? Do you have any comments, questions? Thanks for the workout. With my pleasure. My pleasure. So those are beginner lessons, and we try to do them every Monday from 7 to 8, all right? So we're in there. Start at 7. And the more you do beginners, the easier it gets. You're going to start seeing this. Just like tonight, you know, we did kickball changes in both dances. We did half pivot turns in both dances. So you're going to see you're going to get comfortable with the basic steps. And then it gets easy to learn new dances because you're using the same steps that you already know. Main thing is relax, have fun, count your 8 counts. It's good for your soul, it's good for your mind, and it's good for your body. So thank you for joining us. And we're going to go dark now, but we're going to be back at 8 and crank it up and dancing around it. All right, so that's what's on tap for our 8 o'clock lesson. Crank it up and dancing around it. Hopefully you'll see you then. Until then, happy trails.